Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another historic day at the University of North Carolina at Asheville. We have said that the sun always shines on this university. It shines particularly bright today, and it shines particularly bright because of the members of our new members of our family that are with us. This morning, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce two people whose gift we announced today. Steve and Vrozine Sais. Steve is a native of Istanbul, of Greek heritage, who immigrated to the United States as a young man. Vrozine is an Asheville native who grew up as part of our city's noted Greek community. They have been married for 44 years. Steve arrived in Asheville in 1957 with the expectation of eventually studying textiles at what is now NC State. He started by taking classes for a year at Asheville Biltmore College, our predecessor institution, when it was still at Sealy Castle. Joe remembers that well. He took a number of courses, including Joe Parsons' math class. And Joe, who is here today, who is beloved and admired by many students and remains so today, became Steve's favorite professor. Steve says that Joe took a personal interest in his success in college, and Steve did succeed, and went on to North Carolina State College, as it was then called, and earned his bachelor's degree. Steve's career in textiles research, development, and technical services paved the way for him and for Vrozine to start their own business, representing some of Europe's most prominent textile machinery manufacturers in the United States and in Canada. They started their own firm, ZTM Sales and Service, Inc., in Asheville, and in 1983, Steve, who speaks 6 languages, represented European textile machine companies and frequently traveled internationally. Vrozine, an honors graduate with a degree in business from the former St. Genevieve of the Pines School in Asheville, managed the business side of ZTM. Ladies and gentlemen and colleagues, their story is a compelling one. We are fortunate indeed that Steve, an immigrant to a new land of promise, challenged by language, by culture, and by economics, recognized that education was the key to his future. And we are equally fortunate that Vrozine believes just as strongly that education is the foundation for everything that one does. So today, because of all of that, because of the power of their story, the power of their inspiration, the power of who they are, and the power of their belief in young people and the difference that young people can make, we are pleased, honored, and proud that Steve and Vrozine have established 2 scholarship funds with a $1 million bequest. And when fully funded, these scholarships will annually and in perpetuity add some $50,000 to our efforts to provide an affordable college education. In addition, Steve and Vrozine have provided a $2 million life income gift for university programs. And when fully realized, this endowment will provide some $100,000 annually to help accomplish pressing university priorities. This $3 million gift is the largest private gift in the history of the University of North Carolina at Asheville. And we are very, very thankful. Steve and Vrozine believe so strongly in the importance of a liberal arts education that they are willing to invest in it for others. Their gift will make a powerful difference in teaching and learning at the University of North Carolina at Asheville. And it is gifts such as these that will permit your university to have the leadership role it should and must have in helping to realize the aspirations of our region and our community, as they were articulated most recently in the Asheville Citizen-Times Agenda 2005. We have some extra copies of it here if you would like one, and I am delighted that in the audience today is the publisher of our newspaper, the newspaper that created and led in Agenda 2005, Virgil Smith, who is also the parent of Kenya Smith, an alum of UNC Asheville. Thank you, Virgil. All of this is made possible because of the kindness, the support of people like Steve and Frozine. It's a measure of their steadfast faith, their great optimism about the future of this institution, and one in which we all will put our best efforts and greatest talents toward achieving. And with that said, I would like to introduce Sue McClinton, the chair of the Board of Trustees. Sue.
Good morning to everyone, and like Jim said, I'm Sue McClinton, and I have the honor of being the chair of the Board of Trustees of UNC Asheville. And it seems like every day recently I have another honor, but this is a very, very special day for our university. The university is truly honored by this very generous gift from Steve and Frozine. Their gift speaks enormously of the regard and respect the Zeises have for a liberal arts education and of their recognition of the importance of investing in the future as well as the present. The Zeises' life together is a wonderful example of partnership and collaboration. They have worked together every day in their business, which is remarkable. This working together in partnership and forming collaboration is the one single value of a liberal arts education. At the very heart of a liberal arts education is learning how to work in collaboration, learning how to form partnerships, learning how to seek common goals, to question and continue to learn throughout your life. In recognition of the high regard and gratitude that the university has for the Zeises, the Board of Trustees of the University of North Carolina, Asheville has voted to name the new Science and Multimedia building, which will be completed in 2007 in their honor. We are so very, very thankful.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve and Frozine Zeiss. Steve, would you like to step forward, please?
No, we are thankful ourselves for the opportunity that we were given to share with students here at the university. And this is it, basically. We are thankful also because the university sees fit to name this new building in our name. And we thank you for that also. It's our honor.
If I might now ask Russ Martin, the chair of our foundation board, to step forward and say a few words.
Thank you, and good morning to everybody. I'm Russ Martin, chair of the University of North Carolina at Asheville Foundation Board. In their quiet but meaningful way, the Zeisses have observed UNCA from infancy to a point in history where we have national stature. Through their gift, they have chosen to honor all of those who made this possible and to demonstrate a commitment to the university's future. Stephen Frozine's relationship with UNC Asheville has grown over time as well. Long after their classes with Joe Parsons were over, Stephen Frozine returned to campus, having a number of career fairs here, and they offered valuable advice to students as they started out on their own careers. And now, Stephen Frozine have returned once again to provide scholarships and support for the university's endeavors. The Zeisses gift is a remarkable example of alumni giving. They're providing a wonderful model to others who may be thinking about including the university in their estate planning. By working with the foundation, UNCA was able to match the Zeisses with planned giving instruments to allow them the pleasure of seeing and enjoying the benefits of their gifts now. As a scholarship recipient in the past, I can personally appreciate what the Zeisses are doing. I feel that this is just a milestone in the history of giving for the University of North Carolina at Asheville. Stephen Frozine, thank you.
Thank you, Russ, and thank you, Sue. What we're about here today is something very, very simple, and that is that your university, the University of North Carolina at Asheville, is unequivocally and boldly claiming a place in the first rank of America's liberal arts colleges. That's what we're about. And the reason we can do that is because of some extraordinary people coming together and caring, this community caring. It's because of people like the faculty and staff represented here today who bring to life, Stephen Frozine, the kind of teaching and learning that you believe so deeply in. It's because of people like Steve Green and Congressman Taylor, who have worked so hard in the halls of Congress to make possible our science building and other initiatives. It's because of Pat and Paul Samuels of the National Parents Council who are here today. It's because of Russ and Jim Hagelin and the people of the Foundation Board who have come together to support this university and make possible teaching and learning of the finest quality. It's because of Virgil Smith, who put together that Agenda 2005, that we can now be part of and champion and lead in this community. It's because of the extraordinary students in this college, people like Trevor Carr, who's here, people like Portia Yount, the student body president, who every day step forward and work so hard to be worthy of the kind of opportunity that you're giving them. It's because of the leadership and the vision of our Board of Trustees, Sue McClinton, George Groom, Mike Tanner, Charles Tolley, all of them. It's because of all of us come together, working together, taking this institution to the full promise it can achieve, all for the sake of students teaching and learning. And it's because of people like Steve and Frozine Zeiss, who believe in the power of learning, who believe in the promise and potential of young people. It's because of all that you do, that this university now leads among America's liberal arts colleges and always will. So Stephen Frozine, thank you. Thank you for what you've done today. Thank you for the values you represent, and thank you for who you are. They always get nervous around here when I pick up a rock in the middle of something. Steve and Frozine love to travel, and I've had the chance to hear some of the wonderful journeys that they've shared together around this world. And we understand that they have a tradition of bringing back stones from the special places that they have visited. Well, today we'd like to add to that collection. This is a very special piece of stone because it comes from the site of the future Steve and Frozine Zeiss Science and Multimedia Building. We will cherish the memory of today and what you've done, and we hope this will help you remember how much we love you. Thank you.
This will add to our collection, and it will probably be the most valuable stone ever put our hands on, even though for the others, we have paid a lot.
If you happen to notice any gold in there, let us know. Let's celebrate together and enjoy some family conversation. Thank you.